Back to recording. 153, 127. 100 and 100. You know what? I'm going to leave the Hansen suck out. Or am I? You know what? We'll stick around on the Hansen suck out and see what happens. Normally I would change to a different table, just buy in for 50 again, but the last week has been fairly good and I'm feeling a little more confident about my game. So let's stick around, see what happens. It does give us the chance to have a big 250K shootout. $3,000 queens and eights. They were good. I'm glad Durr didn't bet the flop because that would have been an ugly decision. Fours and sixes, bottom two. Up and down. Pair with the up and down. It's not as strong since, what does he call me with? He called me with a queen on the flop. A king, sorry. No more bluffing on this hand. I gave it a shot with my pair of fours. He had a pretty nice starting hand, that's for sure. But he did check the flop. He did check the flop. And what was it? The queen 5-3. He had two backdoor suits. He had the top pair of kings. He did check that. Well, maybe I should note that in my little notebook because that was a better hand than I've seen a lot of other players check behind on the flop. Ah, that's so sad when they don't raise and you have ace, ace, queen, 10 double suited. It's so sad. Well, now I have 3 aces. Didn't want the queen in there, but didn't matter. Not so sure about my value bet over here. Not so sure about my value bet over here. You know what? I wasn't really planning on putting too much money in there, so I guess he trapped me. I guess he trapped me. Well, he definitely trapped me if he didn't have the flush. That's for sure. And he fucked me both backwards and forwards. We got a high rollers event tomorrow here in Monaco. 25K buy-in. Pretty big buy-in, and it's going to be a tough field. I mean, it's going to be all good, solid players all around. Not an easy tournament to win. Only thing that makes it a little bit easier is the number of players is obviously going to be limited because there's a lot of people here playing already the 10K Euro buy-in event, and to add another 25K to the equation is not always easy to come up with that extra cash. So I'm going to have the pleasure of playing with the likes of Elke and other superstars. So tough tournament, but hopefully I'll be able to play a little bit better than I did in the main event down here in Monaco, because that was pathetic. Probably starting hands around the board. I don't even want to continue. I don't even want to continue. Alright, I think I'm going to raise from the button 10 hands in a row. I can't take it. That was one. That was two. That was one. That was two. You take that one there. Here comes the third. That's right up my alley. 2, 3, 4, 7. Another beautiful hand. This time I had the jack high, and I got myself in trouble. In trouble it is. Bottom pair. I see many people go berserk with that hand. Zygmunt. Yeah, no pair, no nothing. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13 cards. 13 straight cards, but unfortunately there's 2 clubs and 2 diamonds out there. Which means that it's, in effect, it's only really like 5 or 6. Yeah, I don't really have enough to call that hand. I don't really have enough to call that hand. I don't like it. I like it much better now. At least I connected a little bit with the top pair. Top pair over here, or ogre pair, with the ace of hearts. Just for bluffing purposes. Just for bluffing purposes. It's a good flop over here. Yeah, 21 we make it. 21 we make it. Maybe I should have gone for the double whammy here with a 10 of hearts. Just bet and then bet again. It's definitely a possibility. Now we might have a big hand here on the suck-out table. Go ahead. Go ahead. We might have a big hand on the suck-out table. That's a pretty flop, I think. I mean, I don't want to change it. I mean, I guess the deuce of spades could have been the 8 of diamonds for the straight flush, but I think it's the right approach just to lead out. Hope he doesn't have the big flush draw. I hope he does not have the big flush. If he does not, that's me. And that's me when that's the straight flush I was talking about. So let's just take a peek at the starting hands. The ace, ace, 10, 5, 1 suit, and the queen, jack, 10, 7 double suited. Well, he's a favorite pre-flop. He was not a favorite on the flop anymore. He was a big dog on the flop. Basically had 8 diamonds, 3 kings, 3 eights. Ooh, that's 14. That's 14 cards more or less to ice him, plus all the jacks and the queens and the sevens. So